What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lumsden Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden. It is day number 2 for Rattlesnake Raceway. I'm currently out at my dad's house trying to track down some new parts, or rather some new used parts. I'm really hoping. I'm walking out here into the weeds. I know I need a lower control arm for the right front, and I'm coming out here to my car. I got this car as a spare back when I raced for state points and stuff, and I knew that I always wanted to have a spare on board, just to be safe. But here, let's see what we got going here. I do have a right front lower control arm, but that looks to be the wrong ball joint and the wrong mounting spot for the shock mount. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I think I'll probably still steal it and see if I can make it work. Anyways, great. All right, well, time to get to work. All right, been out here doing a lot of track prep stuff, driving water truck. We dissed the track, and oh yeah, we're doing all that stuff all day. I had some help. Buster was over here working on the car. We just finished getting the back end body work, the easy stuff done. So that's awesome. I'll introduce you guys to Buster when he comes back down. The guy's been up here working while I've been driving water truck and stuff, and I really appreciate that. Right now he's going up trying to get himself something cold to drink and relax for a minute. We got a couple hours till races start, I think. Yeah, okay, maybe an hour and a half before races start. And we still got to fix the control arm portion here. So this is the control arm that came off. You can see how it's nice and bent up here, right here. But you can also see where the shock is mounted, right there. And so I got that nice brand new one over there, but I don't have a ball joint and stuff to weld into it. Then I have a couple guys that brought me a couple, but the shock mount's in the wrong spot on both of them. But I think we're gonna pick the best one, cut the shock mount off, move it, weld it up, and go racing. I checked the spindle. It did not look like it was bent. I measured it out, so that seemed to be just fine. Upper control arm seemed to be fine. Only other things that looked kind of hairy was the bolt, my bolt here. I don't know if you can tell, but it's bent. So I'll have to replace the bolt for the tie rod. But yeah, we should be able to get it done. The main thing right now is wandering the pits trying to find a grinder so I can cut off that shock mount. Rusty, the one that brought me one of them lower control arms, he also brought up a welder because he knew we were gonna have to do that. So we at least got the welding portion covered, but I got to get it cut apart. And another driver here in the pits, Robert Mole, he ran back to his shop and stuff, and he's like, I got another one just in case that one don't work. So I love the camaraderie of guys at the racetrack. You know, they'll do whatever they can to get you back out on the track, because you know, there's not a single driver that I've met that doesn't have the theory that they'd rather beat you out on the track than beat you because you sat in the pits. So gotta love that. But now I gotta go find a grinder. All right, before I forget, this is Buster. Buster's been helping me out all day while I've been running around on the water truck and stuff. We got it together. It's kind of a crazy, interesting patch job that we did here, but it's together. We'll go race. The control arm that's on there is a little bent itself. I believe the ball joint that's on there is a little bent itself, but bent less than what I had, right? And bent is better than broken. Exactly. I don't know at this point. Yeah, right. I mashed up that wheel that was on the right front, so we got a brand new tire and wheel up here. We just got some fuel in it. Gonna try to get the car buttoned up. They called for the driver's meeting, and I feel like I'm gonna be running my butt off here because I still got to go over. I'm sure as soon as the driver's meeting's over, it's time to go over and get inside that bootlegger car again. We're gonna run the bootlegger again. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
So we're gonna run the bootlegger again. Won the heat yesterday, took second in the main. Hopefully we can do the same or better. It's always nice to drive somebody else's equipment and it come in just good a shape as when it drove out. So did that, and then I think it was the same. My brain's a little scrambled right now, but I think I won the heat last night and I finished second in the main. We did kiss the wall trying to play up there near the top lip. We'll try to not do that again. So all right, gonna get things buttoned up here, go do the driver's meeting. I gotta get in my gear, and there's a very good chance that the next thing you see is in-car footage. But again, thank you, Buster. He's over here still running around while I'm playing with the camera. So it's nice to have help. It really is. I'm not really used to having help. Most of the time I don't really know what to do with help because I've been going to the races by myself for such a long time. But when you guys missed that earlier too, I had a bunch of guys over here. Rusty McMillan, he was using his welder. Robert Mole, there was a bunch of guys over here helping me get the right front of this car put back together. Seriously, that kind of, that touches me in the right here, right? And I love the camaraderie and that they'll jump in and do whatever it takes to get anybody else out on the racetrack, because more cars on the track puts on a better show. And like I said earlier, they'd much rather beat you out on the track than with you sitting in the pits. So anyways, back to your regular scheduled programming. No more of this mushy stuff. Let's go racing. Yeah, so in a hurry, but second row inside for the bootlegger, and crap, I didn't look where I was in the modified. That's all right. Maybe I'll
first heat, second row outside.
First heat, second row outside in the modified. All right, so not bad. Starting third in the bootlegger, starting fourth in the modified.
Not too shabby at all.
Not too shabby. So we'll
we got some track math going on over here.
Track math?
Yeah. This is a 2.4 liter dual overhead cam. He says it's a full 6 liters bigger than his. And then I corrected.
Oh geez. Okay. All right. Racetrack math. What the? I gotta get you guys mounted up so I can go get lined up. Alrighty, just got done with the bootlegger heat race. Won that. Now we get to go see if we patch the car together right or not. Gonna slam some tear-offs on here. Thank you again, Buster. I'm so happy that Buster's here to help me. We're gonna get some tear-offs on here. I'm gonna get you guys mounted up here. We're going out for the modified heat. All right, well that sucked, but currently everybody's out for driver meet and greet. I think we got the car figured out why it wouldn't start. My ignition switch way down there took a poo. It might have gotten burnt up after when we were welding on the car over here. But yeah, usually, so I have my main power switch up there, and then I always run an ignition switch down there. That way I can crank the car without the ignition on. But what we ended up doing is just popping all those wires off, bypassing the ignition switch completely, so when power's on to everything. And yeah, talking kind of fast. I'm hoping to go out and get a couple hot laps. Since I missed my heat race, they said I could do that, so here we go. Bootlegger, honestly, I have no idea where I finished. Some guys were telling me that they thought I finished second. When I went across the checker, I could have sworn that it was fourth. Hopefully that'll get posted and I'll figure it out and I can put it in the video. But right now I have no idea. But I had a lot of fun. That was a really good time. I got a little bit rougher than I wanted to, but dang, you know, things happen. I didn't expect to come up on the 5-car so fast. That got ugly quick. But yeah, that was fun. Modified, started in the back. The lineup that was on the board, I guess, was wrong because they had me starting mid-pack, and then I ended up starting near the further back. But car was good until this. Yeah, right front shock decided to take a vacation. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if we just got the angle wrong when we welded that mount on. Who knows? I may have forgot to tighten up the Heim or something. I don't know. But oh well, it is what it is. But car looks pretty good. Relatively, the back is still attached. That's good. I didn't run the back off of it. The left is still loaded up pretty good. I don't know if I broke something back there yet. I'm gonna have to really get a good look at the car because there were a lot of bouncing and there was lots of bouncing and moving of things that I didn't like. But we drove it to the best of my ability. Moved it up to third. I guess I can't be mad at that. I want to thank Buster again for all his help. I think he's off getting something to drink, but scramble with that ignition issue. Our little patch seemed to work, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed. I think the switch, I don't know, I think the switch just burned up when we were welding over here on the lower control arm. That's the only thing I can think of, or something hit it, or I don't know, but got a lot of work to do still. There's things that didn't feel right about the car, things that didn't sound right, and obviously stuff that we patched together that we got to go back and actually fix really well. But for right now, I've got a huge mess to get cleaned up, and I'll come back to you and close out after we get the car loaded. All right, made it to my dad's house. Race night is over. Man, we were done pretty early too. It was awesome. I stopped off at Jacques in the Box, and got me some munchies. Yeah, it was a really good night, I think. I'm pretty happy with it. Kind of stinks that the shock broke, but is what it is. We live to fight another day. Now I got to figure out how to get both my car and my truck and trailer, like my Subaru, what I'm in now, and my truck and trailer back to Reno, so I can get stuff torn apart and worked on. And I really need to thank everybody that helped me out today. It was phenomenal. Rusty, Robert Mole, Buster, thank you so much. That was great. And then of course, thank you to my sponsors, All About Carrying, the Senior Living Training Center, Gilmore Graphics, my Uncle Brad, Bob Shank, my Uncle Mark, Liberty National, actually Globe Life, life insurance, and I feel like I'm missing somebody and I'm gonna feel really bad. That's all I got in my brain right now. And I definitely want to thank Glenn Lee for letting me drive his car. It was super awesome. Old iron, powder coating. I had such a blast. We'll see if he'll let me drive it again. I was a little bit pushier than I was. Battery died on me. But I was a little pushier than I was the night before. I think I finished 4th in the bootlegger, first in the heat, but 4th in the main event. I think, I'm not 100% sure. And it missed the heat race in the modified because of ignition issues. We got it figured out. Just kind of wired past that switch. And went out and started in the back of the main and finished 3rd. I'm not sure how far into the race we were. Felt like it was only a handful of laps in, but car got bouncy and kind of squirrely. The right front shock decided to go on vacation. So, hey, you know, it went from moving up and down on the upper mount, which all that stuff stayed nice and solid, so decided to brake on the bottom. I don't know. But I had a lot of fun. It was great. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Any questions, comments, concerns down below. And go hit the Lumsden Motorsports Facebook page. Send me a message. Don't use the comments to get a t-shirt. Send me a message if you want to get a Lumsden Motorsports Win the Show, Be the Show t-shirt. Yeah, I'm sure I'll probably do a better recap when I'm not so exhausted. We were done racing hours and hours ago, but staying up there, turning off lights and all that happy stuff and doing the cleanup, it takes a while. So I'm tired. I'm going to finish eating my Jack in the Box and go to bed. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.